And I'm hearing that we have a very special guest, and that's Ranae Bartlett. Ranae, you are the executive director at US Chess. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
How are you doing? What's new in the world of chess at US Chess?
Well, we're really busy here at US Chess with events. First and foremost, I should announce that we have a new director of events, Pete Karianis, and you probably know that name because he was our assistant director of events, and now he has the title of director of events, and we're getting ready for the US Open.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
happening July 28th through August 3rd at the Madison Marriott West in Wisconsin.
Wow. And how many players do you expect to be at this event?
You know, we hope we're going to get hundreds of players at this event, but one of the things that I want to make sure your viewers know is that there is an early registration deadline coming up on July 7th. And so we want to make sure that everyone who wants to register gets in early for the early registration fee by 11:59 Eastern Time, so that they can take advantage of that. And of course, as you know, the winner of the US Open gets an invitation to the US Championships in October.
That is a giant incentive. So everybody who wants to play, make sure you register in time.
Ranae, the Cairns Cup is the strongest women's event on the US soil and one of the strongest in the world. Please tell us about its significance for the US chess.
Absolutely. Last year, I got to attend for the first time the opening ceremony for the Cairns Cup. And of course, it's so impressive to see world talent right there in St. Louis competing for such a significant prize for women. One of the things that I shared with the attendees at the opening ceremony was just about how important the St. Louis Chess Club has been in growing women and girls in chess. And one of the ways that they have impacted it is a partnership with the U.S. Chess Federation in providing significant grants for our women's program.
Mm-hmm. And other tournaments that are very popular here in St. Louis, Ranae, are the juniors, girls, and seniors championships that are happening in July. What do you think about them? How exciting are these events to watch for you?
Oh my goodness, seeing the young talent in the U.S. and each year we see different players showing up and getting invitations. I can't wait to see who comes out on top this year.
And I also know that there's voting going on in the U.S. chess. I voted. So what can you tell us about that?
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. You know, registered voters with the U.S. Chess Federation are able to vote. They received their ballots on June 10th, and the deadline to cast your votes is July 10th. And this is significant because we have 4 seats, half of our elected board are up. And so we want to see good participation. We'd love to see all of our registered voters vote by July 10th.
Thank you, Ranae. And what are other events that US Chess is planning?
Hey, I'm going to give you just a little sneak peek because we're about to get really active online. And so if US Chess members have joined the US Chess Club on chess.com, we're going to be having more events this summer in the US Chess Club and the Women's and Girls Club. So please make sure you join that club on chess.com and be watching for future announcements.
It's a pity that we cannot enroll.
And Ranae, we have to ask you, because it's the Cairns Cup, there are so many popular women here, strongest women in the world. Who is your pick? Who are you rooting for in this event?
Well, you know, as the executive director of US Chess, I have to be rooting for our US women, and it's hard to pick between them because they're so talented. I'm a big fan of them all.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ranae. We really appreciate all your work you do for US Chess, because I know before you became the executive, you also worked as an assistant at US Chess and at the school board, kind of reinforcing chess activities in schools.
Yes, I have worked significantly at home, being an organizer in Madison, Alabama, where we have the highest concentration of girls playing chess in the state. I'm active at a local level, and then, yes, I was doing that before I joined the staff of US Chess.
Awesome. Wow, that sounds amazing.
Thank you, Ranae, for all those wonderful initiatives, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to throw it to Yasser. Yasser,